Reptilian Alien Games production.
Okay, yeah, it's been a minute. Sorry, just haven't really been enjoying making videos that much. I've been working on stuff on nearly every day though, but I've just been going through some old stuff and working on releasing some assets and stuff. So I'm just trying to tighten this up. I thought it'd be a good video to make a video on like Blender and UVs and get them right, because I noticed this one's it's all jacked up and ain't right. It's like one of my early models from when I first started. I just found it and it just needed some cleanup, and so I'm going to run through it, and I thought it'd be a good example to show people how to do it that don't know how to do it. Like proper UVs and texturing and stuff like that. So this is basically just like a base, and I'm going to jump in and go ahead and get started. So I'm going to tab to go to edit mode, and you can see how bad it is. I mean, it's not the worst thing, but it's not perfect. Also, to show you how to separate it real easy. But anyways, so I'm going to hit 2 on my keyboard. That's going to put it in edge mode. I'm going to press A, and that selects everything. So every edge, it selects it, and I'm going to right click, and I'm going to right here it says clear seam, and that's going to clear all the seams out. And then what we're going to do is, I just noticed some wrong geometry. Let me fix that real quick. I got to terminate it properly. Yeah, see that? It's kind of hard to see because it's texture. Let me go in this mode, it'll be easier to see. So you can see the flow of it coming through here. And then when it comes to this triangle point, I'm not terminating it properly. So what you want to aim for and with your models is like 4 sides. You want each one to be 4, and if you have to, 3 sides, because that's like basically the GPU, how it for efficiency, it's best with quads. So we aim for quads, but triangles too. It can handle triangles good. But like this is bad geometry right here. I'll show you how many sides. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides. That's too many, and that's going to cause issues. So there's a couple ways we can handle this. But basically we just want to either make this 3 or 4 sides. Sorry, had a brain fart. But what I could do is I'm going to go back, I'm going to press 1, and that's going to put me in vertices mode. And I'm just going to hit GG, and that's going to slide this over. I'm going to terminate it right there. And then, hold on, actually, I'm going to go back. Let me decide. I think I'm going to do this the opposite way. I think I'm going to go select these 2. Then I'm going to hit M, and that's going to bring up the merge. And I'm going to do at center. It'll bring them in the center. So let's count these sides. So this gives this one 3 sides. And let me go back to edge mode. That's pressing 2 on the keyboard. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. That's good, right? Then we got 1, 2, 3, 4. So this face is good. We got 1, 2, 3. That face is good. And then we got 1, 2, 3, 4. And that face is good. There's better ways of doing this, but this is acceptable. In fact, I could go ahead and collapse these, because what I'm gonna do, which we could do it after. I'm gonna leave it for now, because how I modeled this all as one object. Which what you would want to do is separate this piece out, the wood piece from the metal piece, and have it like 2 different models, which I'm going to do. But it's easier if you do the UVs first, because then you could just press and unwrap it, and then you press L, and it'll just select the whole. I'll show you. We're going to do it. So but first, so we're in edge mode, which is 2 on the keyboard, and then we're going to go ahead and start selecting the edges we want. And with UV unwrapping, you kind of want to think of it like the edges you select. It's going to be kind of like think of it like a scalpel, and you're dissecting the object, like almost like you would dissect like a frog or something like that in science class, and you're trying to do it like in a atomical way, like so that it folds out like some psychopath, like think like Leatherface or something like that, like how he would want to dissect whatever object to wear it. You know what I mean? Like if as a human, you would dissect it in a way like a crazy person would, but so they could wear the skin. But you're just trying to lay it out flat. And so this axe, we're gonna dissect it up so that this axe head is gonna lay flat on both sides. So the texturing, it'll have proper scaling, and you won't have artifacts and stress, because we're gonna do it properly, and I'll show you how to do that. But so we're gonna go ahead and select our edges. So we're gonna split this down the center basically. We're gonna come here, select our edge, and then I'm gonna hit period, and that's gonna focus on the object a little bit better to allow me to zoom in closer where I need to go. I'm just holding shift and mouse wheel to push up, and then use the mouse wheel to zoom in, but it's not working too well. But it'll be alright. Anyways, so we have this edge selected. I'm gonna hold control, and I'm gonna click, and it's gonna select that whole row right there. And then I'm gonna come up here. I think I'm gonna go this way. We're gonna come here. I'm gonna hit control again. I just noticed a problem, but I'll fix it in a second. No, that's not a problem. Never mind. False alarm. Anyways, we're just gonna continue. I'm gonna shift click that one. Come around here. My orbit settings messed up. I need to fix that. And we're just gonna hold click. Click and left click right there on that edge, and that's kind of what I want. I'm trying to think, because really I could fix this geometry. I'd probably be better off, but I might just leave it. Yeah, I'm just gonna mirror it. I'm gonna hit control. Nope. Sometimes it bites you in the butt, and you gotta shift left click it until you can, because it'll reroute to the shortest path. I think that might work. I'm gonna finish it off though. I just don't like this double seam here though, so we'll probably fix that, but for now, until we clean up this geometry, it'll be fine. I'll fix it in a second. Go ahead and mark the seam. Okay, and then I wonder if I should just, so we follow that. We kind of need to split it off here. Whoa, look at that, geometry's jacked up. Hold on. Let's see if I can fix this somehow. What is it doing? It's like hold on, I gotta fix this real quick. Navigation. Thought that should. I think that's messing me up. Lost object. Hold on. Hit. Well, let me get out of tab. Hit period to focus on object. What the hell is it? Oh, we're in trouble. Where'd it go? Okay, just to make sure. I don't know what happened to it. It's crazy. Can't. Maybe I need to hit back on the. It's crazy that happened. Can't even see my object. What the hell? Trying to find it. I'm sorry guys, I can't believe this happened. There it is. I don't know what's going on. Normally when you press period it's supposed to frame it. I don't know why it wasn't framing it. Some weird bug. I don't know. This is like really old file, so I might be having some conflicts with Blender, because I got the newest Blender on it, and this is, I think this had like 4, or maybe not even 4. It might have been 3 point something, like 3.6 or something. So old file. Let's see if we can finally get here and we press. See the period, it's off right there. It's supposed to focus on it. Okay, so this is the problem. So this is supposed to terminate right there. So we're gonna use the knife tool, which is K. I'm gonna hit this one right here. I'm gonna come straight down, press enter, and then come in here, and we're gonna delete this right here. Press the delete key, dissolve edge. This still looks wrong. Let's see, how's the other side look? Okay. So this one, we're gonna delete this one, dissolve edge. And this, we're gonna delete this one too. And then we're gonna take the knife tool. I think we're gonna come over to that one. Yeah, it's still looking off. Might have to mirror this object. Oh, no. Right click to cancel, and then press enter to confirm this. And I think all we gotta do is maybe, I don't know what it's doing. The zoom in's like reverse somehow. It's like inverted. Let me check that. I think that's why I keep on losing it. Zoom. Let's go Will. I think something's wrong with it. Yeah. No? It's just not functioning. Okay. I think I see what it's doing. I'm not sure. We're just gonna experiment. No, that's bad. I just never felt this before. It's just something's off with it. It's probably it'll be fine though. Maybe I need to change that to horizontal. It just feels so different than I'm familiar with. Nah. Not sure what's causing the issue. Oh well. We'll get over it. Just makes it harder to see what's going on. I think right here. And then come here, and I think we're gonna right click, go to loop tools. If you don't have this, you need to go, I'll show you in a second. But loop tools, we're going to go relax, and I'll kind of make it more even. Hold on, looks like we messed up. This is impossible, dude. Let me refocus maybe. It's weird, it's not going in and out, it's going up and down for some reason. It's the weirdest thing. Let's see, why is it doing that? I'm not sure if that's it. Nah, no clue. I'm gonna stop worrying about it. It's weird it's going up. Maybe I'll just, hold on. I wonder if I do this, press Control A. I'm gonna reset the scale. I'm gonna reset transform, rotation of scale, object, set origin, geometry. Okay, that was the problem. Got it. Anyways, go back to edit mode, come up here. I think we're just gonna manually fix this. Yeah, it'll be easy. Hit 1, come here. I'm gonna hit G, Y. Let's come over here and straighten that geometry back out. Grab this one. G, Y. Something more like that. Maybe if I hit period, it'll work. Nope, still doesn't work. Okay. No clue why it's doing that. This is the weirdest thing. I'm pretty sure it's because it's just an old file and something ain't working right with it. Okay, GY. So it locks it on the Y axis. Let's get a better view of this. Okay. And actually what I'm going to do here is let's go to item and we're going to steal the Z axis. There's multiple ways to do that. We could do the relax again, but sometimes I like doing it like this. Control V, enter. Alright, and then we're going to do the other way, see how it does. Loop tools, relax, let's see. Nah. We'll just take this measurement. Because sometimes, like modeling, you don't want it to be perfect. You want it to be a little off. So it gives a more realistic look, because in the real world, things ain't perfect. Okay, it should be the same Z axis here. So if it's like a tiny millimeter off or two, that's good. You want it to be. And then I mean, y'all probably ain't having the same problem as me, so because y'all ain't doing it, but you probably got a different model, so my bad. But it's good to learn just different techniques and stuff. Okay, so I should probably bevel that and stuff, but for now we'll leave it. But we'll go back to, I'm gonna come around here because I need to wrap it up the edge for the UVs. I'm gonna hit control, come back here. Oh, I gotta fix that one. I'll fix it after I mark it. Okay, one. So let's see, what's the Z on this? Control C, Control V. All right. It's not the best thing, you know, it's an old model, but it's gonna be all right. We're gonna figure it out. Okay, so we got that marked. So I think we're good now. We're gonna do it like a unwrap, like a pre-unwrap before, and then we'll see the problems and then we'll fix it. So let me come over here to UV edit. I'm gonna hit A for everything, and then I'm gonna hit U. I'm in the dark right now. My keyboard's not backlit. It's a wireless Logitech with no light, so I hit the wrong keys sometimes. My bad. Alright, so let's see. How do I want to do this? I think I want to do... Let's give that a try. No, that's the wrong one. Okay. They changed it recently with the new update, so they got all these new modes, so... I'm trying to figure out which one I like the best. Oops. Keep on hitting the wrong button. So, like, when I hit the wrong button, I'll hit the wrong button again. See, I don't know what it's doing. But if I hit right click, it'll cancel whatever action you started, so you don't mess your model up. Okay, let's triangle base maybe. I think I just need to fix whatever this is real quick, because it's getting on my nerves. What the hell? Not sure what's... Maybe I'm gonna hit A, I'm gonna hit M, I'm gonna do by distance, make sure there's no... Okay, that wasn't an issue. Why is it? Oh, okay, I know why. Okay, so I'm gonna hit A, I'm gonna go back to U. I'm just gonna do a smart UV project right now. Okay. And you could leave it like this. This is pretty good, honestly. You see the blue? the dark blue is you won't have no stretching, and then any color deviation from that, I think it shifts to, I don't know if it's green or I can't remember. Let's find out real quick. Actually, I'm gonna hit grab this vertice. I'm gonna hit G. Okay, yellow, and maybe even red. But you want this dark blue. That means there's gonna be no stretching, and then the places right here, there's gonna be minimal stretching. Basically, you see a little off colors. It's pretty good. This is good enough. But we can fix these areas pretty easy, which we're gonna do. But I'm actually gonna scroll over and put it in this so that don't throw me off. And I'm gonna get rid of this color. Coming up here, if you didn't know, you could change it to different modes. I think we're just gonna stick with studio. Alright, I'm gonna hit tab to go in the edit mode, and then so what we're gonna do here, I'm gonna fix this. Hit GG. That just slides along the edge. I'm just doing a little cleanup. Okay, and then see, I'm gonna drop this down a bit. That side's a little different, huh? I'm gonna go G and Z. I'm just gonna lower this. Select this one, GG. Just trying to match it a little better. Okay, this one I need to raise up. I might have should have not moved that one, but it'll be alright. It's not gonna be perfect. A little deviation, like I said, is gonna be good for the model overall. Because you're gonna beat and bang like with an axe, and it's gonna be a little misshaped a little bit. You know what I mean? We still might slide this down a little bit. Oops, I accidentally hit the wrong button, so I'm gonna unZ. I don't think it did anything, but I can't remember if it does. When you accidentally add a face to vertice, I don't think it works, but alright, so these I'm gonna raise up just a bit to give it a less blocky, more of a round look. So I'm gonna hit GG and I'll slide up. Something like that looks a lot better. Alright. Yeah, it's sticking out too far. So what I'm gonna do with this one is I'm gonna borrow the Y axis off this. Control C. Let's hit oops and get rid of that for a second. Control V. Alright. Should be in a better place than this one. I think I can do the same thing if I just get rid of this. And it should be right. Okay. So this needs to be widened right here. So I'm going to go scale on the Y. And then we're something like that. Actually, this might need to be scaled in. We're gonna go scale Y. Yeah, maybe I need to slide this over here a little bit. It's just looking a little off. So I'm gonna hit GG and kind of bring that up. GZ, bring it down a bit. Yeah. I need to do it the same thing to here. I'm gonna press this one. I'm gonna just press Control and select all these. GZ, I'm just gonna bring it down just a tad. Okay, I'm happy with this. It's good enough. So now I'm gonna work on getting a better UV unwrap for it. Okay. So I'm gonna get rid of this. Well, actually, before I do this, I'm gonna separate. I'm gonna go in face mode. I'm gonna press L on that one and L on this, and this is gonna select the whole, everything connected to that island. As you see over here, it selected all the pieces of the wood, and then I'm gonna hit P, and we're gonna do by selection, and that's gonna separate it into a separate model. Then we're gonna do wood axe handle is what I'm gonna call it. Okay, so this will make it a little easier to I'm gonna come back over here, make it a little easier to unwrap it, and I hit tab, I select here, hit tab, and I'm gonna select this object, and I'm gonna go shift H. That's gonna hide everything else, and then we're gonna go back into tab, UV edit. I'm gonna slide this over, it's a little too big, and this is gonna let us do a better job with it. I'm gonna simplify the geometry, I think. I'm gonna see. Well, no, I can't. I need that. Okay. Well, I could right here though. I don't need to though. Maybe we'll just leave it. No, because if no, I'm gonna do it. Let me hit M. Center. It's gonna be easy to unwrap. That's why I'm doing it. Okay, I might do it again. Let's see. Let's do it all the way down. Except up where it needs it. Right here. Yeah. Do the same thing right here. Okay. I almost want to do that one, but I need the geometry to hold that form. Okay, I think I can do the same thing to this one. Yeah, okay. Not happy about that, but thinking. So I might could get rid of one of these. Because that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4 sides and a third. But then the line, yeah. Okay. I think we're going to dissolve this one. Dissolve the edge. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we got 1, 2, 3. And that's acceptable. So I'm going to clear this one right here. I think. Hold on. Yeah, maybe we'll do like right here. I'm going to mark this seam. I'm going to clear this one. And then, actually, I don't think I need that. I'm going to clear that one. And I think if we come up here, so this whole side, so we might mark this instead. mark it like this, I think. Now I'm gonna clear this. Hit Control, click, select it. Hold on. I'm gonna clear seam, and then I think I'll mark it here, and then we'll clear this seam. Clear seam. Well, actually, we don't want to mark this one. We'll clear that, because the whole thing it'll just fold up to here, and that'll be fine. So we want to clear this, I think. Alright, so that comes down, so that's kind of split in half. And then here, it might be fine actually. It might, right here I'm probably gonna cause problems. So let me think. So if we did the same thing down here, trying to see maybe like here to here to here, and then we'll just do the same thing. What side did we have that? Right there. So I'm hit shift and then control click. I think that's all we need, and this it'll split it. I'll show you. Hold on, it'd be easier just to show you. I'm gonna mark the seam, and I'm gonna hit all, which is A, and I'm gonna hit U, unwrap, and we'll go. Okay. Let's see, is that the back? I think so. So maybe we do want to split it. I'm gonna come down here. Click on mark seam, press A, hit U. UV unwrap is a process. See, that looks kind of bad. It's connected right there, so I need to disconnect it. I think up here is the problem. How'd I do it down here? So I went. I think I'm gonna go like this. Mark seam, hit A, unwrap. And then there's the two halves. You still got some stretching, but if you want to fix this, this is very minor stretching, so it really don't matter. But maybe something like let's experiment. I'm gonna select that one, come back over here, and mark seam, and let's unwrap it. See what happens. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and just select these trouble areas, and I'm gonna give them some relief cuts, and it should fix them. So I'm gonna select them over here, and as long as you have this selected, it'll select them over here, and you can right click, mark seam, hit A, select everything, UV unwrap. I'm gonna do conformal. And let's give a look of it. Okay. Let's see then what you get. You see this overlap? That means they'll share the same texture. So you may not want that. You may want to have a little. You won't even notice the stretching I had before, but so maybe I might clear this one. See where it's at. Yeah, I'm gonna clear this one. I think that's the only one I really gotta worry about. If you wanted to relieve, but see, this ain't matter. That's such a tiny amount, but you might want to cut it like right here. Let's see where that's at. Yeah, maybe. We can see what happens. UV unwrapping is a process, you know what I mean? Yeah, see, that was the one. Still got a little stretch. So you just have to experiment. Maybe you'd want to cut it there instead, but I'm just going to undo that one because I don't mind it. Let's try some of these other modes, see how it looks. Let's do angled base. Not bad. A for everything, U to unwrap. Let's see. See what happens if we UV project. See, ours was even better than theirs, the UV project, so we're in a pretty good spot. So I think we'll do the conformal looks probably the best. It looks a little extreme. I think we'll add it right there. Well, or would it be better there? Here. Nah, definitely here. Okay, mark seam. A, U, conformal. Yeah, that's why I added that. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna undo that. I'm gonna try to cut it maybe here instead. See what happens. A, U. Yeah, okay, I was just marking the wrong spot. And this one, I'm gonna clear this one out. A, U, conformal. Yeah. Okay, what is this doing? So maybe what we'll do here is we'll clear this part so it'll still be connected. There we go. Alright, that looks pretty good. Now let's hit tab. I'm gonna hit Alt H to reveal the hidden. I'm gonna click this one, I'm gonna go Shift H, and then we're gonna unwrap this one. Kinda actually don't. I'm gonna fix this real quick. It looks kind of rough. I think if I just take this and kind of GG, it might give it a little more natural feel. And GG, slide that down. I kind of want a GX on that just a bit. Okay. It's not perfect. You don't want it perfect though. Okay. Get it in frame, hit tab, and I'll clear it and redo it. It's no biggie. Clear seams, just so you can see how I do it. Also, you would you want to practice with UV unwrapping. You know, it's one of those skills that you gotta practice at to know what to do. You know what I mean? But I'm just gonna circle down here at this bottom because this inside you ain't gonna see, so it's just the outside. So we just want to lay this flat. We're like, how would this lay flat? It's pretty simple because it's like a box shape. So we're gonna mark this seam, and then we're just gonna mark these corners, I think, and this will give us a great unwrap. Mark seams like that. And then we'll come down here and we're just gonna this corner edge right here, we're gonna select it, we'll mark the seam, and then I think we're gonna put the seam right here on the back side. I'm just gonna control all the way down to here, and then yeah, I'm gonna mark that seam, and this is kind of like a round shape, so I'll probably just alt select that and control, actually shift click these and then come through here I'm gonna mark seam, and then actually I might have been wrong on that. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna let it. I'm gonna try that out. I'm gonna mark seam, and then that should be unwrapped from there to there. Let's give it a go. We're gonna hit A, and we're gonna do U. I'm gonna do this conformal again. Let's get a look. See, this piece was this top piece right here. Came out nice and clean. This is the bottom piece, and this is the long piece. Looks like we got some trouble in this area, which is this cap. So we might want to add a little seam here, maybe like from here to maybe even here. Let's see. Yep. Mark seam. A. You could even split this whole piece in half if you wanted to. See, there's some overlap. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna split in half. See what we get. We should get 2 even pieces. Control all the way up here, mark seam. But if you didn't want 2 seams, you could have just left it how I had and just had that minimal stretching. Actually, that sounds better. Yeah, I'm just gonna do it. Well, actually, I'll show you what it looks like. I'll show you the difference. It's because it's an easy fix for me. A, U, unwrap. Oh, yeah. And you kind of get something like that. Get 2 pieces. And that's kind of unnecessary, whatever piece that is. Let's see. Let's find out. How did that even get marked? It's not marked. Oh, it's just selected. Okay. I'm sorry. Me being dumb. But the problem with that is you'll have to try to cover up 2 seams. So that's why we're trying to keep it 1 piece. Okay. Just making sure. But anyway, so I'm gonna fix that by just getting rid of this. We'll just have 1 seam. I'm gonna clear seam. I'm gonna A, U, conformal. I'm gonna try some of the other ones, see if they look different. Angle base. See, that one might look better. Yeah, I'm gonna go with angle base on this one. This stretching ain't bad at all. I mean, you could do some relief cuts here, but this is not a problem. It's really a problem when you, especially in small areas like that where you're really not going to see that good. It's not an issue. Like if it was like under here or in this area, it wouldn't be a problem either. Anyways, so we got that done. So we got our UV maps. I'm going to hit tab to go back, shift H to reveal. Oops, what did I just press? Oh, not shift H, alt H, I'm sorry. Okay, so we got our axe, and if we go back to material mode, you'll see it's all messed up because the previous because UV's changed, so it messed up all the maps and stuff like that. So what we're gonna do, I'm just gonna delete the material I had on it, and then I'm gonna export it to Substance Painter, and I'm gonna add materials and stuff like that. And but what a tip for an axe, this is like a small force axe, but and up here at this little cap piece, they'll have like little metal wedges, like sometimes there'll be a circle, or sometimes it'll be like a traditional one, like more like a rectangle shape, and it'd go something like that at a slight angle. It'd be hitting there for axe to hold the top piece in. And actually, this will be split at the top in the middle. Like if I go into edit mode, I'd have to add geometry, but I'm going to hit Control R, and that's going to add a loop cut. Hit the mouse wheel once, and that's pretty much perfect. That's right click to keep it where it was. And then that's where the wedge would kind of be. So if I want, maybe I want to go to face mode. And maybe I want to vary the size of this. So like a slight offset, maybe I'll hit E and extrude down a bit. Maybe something like that, just to give it a little more realism. And then you would hit, what you do, you would hit your wedges in real life. You would drive this wooden wedge in between. You put glue on it. You drive this wooden wedge right there into it. And it'd be some sticking up, and you would cut it flush. And then what you do, you take the little metal wedges like right in here at a slight angle. You'd hammer it in, and then like another one right here, and it'll hold the axe head in. That's how that actually works. So when you're building stuff, you kind of have an idea how they work, how they function, so you can do a good job or a decent job. This ain't the best model. It's old. I could do better now, but it's good enough. It's going to look a lot better. So now that we got it all UV unwrapped, we got the two models separated out. Now I'm going to parent them back together, which is important. So actually first, let's do this. Control A. I'm going to make sure everything's reset. So I do Control A 3 times, and I did scale, all transform, and rotation and scale. Just to make sure it's set right. And then we go to Object, Set Origin. This is the handle. So how we want this to rotate, so your hand would be like in this area. So we want to put the pivot point so it would rotate in the area like it would in real life. So we got it down here, which is fine, but I think we want to raise it to make sure I'm in face mode. I'm going to hit Alt, and I'm going to select the face loop. I think we want it somewhere in here, maybe even here, because your hand would grab it somewhere around this area. Okay, so we'll come up here to mesh and then snap, and then we go cursor to selected, and then we're going to come over here, hit tab, come over here to object, set origin to 3D cursor, and that's going to put the pivot point right here. And now you see, hold on, let me think. I actually need to parent the axe to okay, so I'm going to rename this so it makes more sense. Axe head. Now let's go axe handle. Axe handle. I'll call it that anyways. Okay, so I'm going to hit select this head. I'm going to pick Control A. I'm going to do scale. I'm going to do all transform. I'm going to do rotation and scale. And then I'm going to come up here, object, set origin to geometry for this one. And then, so we got our pivot point already set. So we have this selected. We're going to shift select the handle or whatever object you want to parent to it. And then I'm going to do Control P. I'm tempted to join it, but let me think. Should I join it? I'm thinking about I could, and I probably will end up making a model, like a realistic model where you could separate in the game, and you could make it where you could put the head on the axe. It'd be very easy to do with this model. I just don't feel like doing it right now at the moment. But so since I'm going to do that, I'm gonna parent that to that, and then I also can make it very easy where you could break the axe handle and stuff like that, which I might make a video on that later. I don't know. We'll see. I make too many promises for this channel and I never stick to it, and I'm sorry for that. I remember somebody early on, I promised I'd make like a water tutorial, but I have been trying. Every time I make water, it just turns out, it just don't turn out right. Just something off, and it's like really difficult to do with the shader and Unity for me. Some people are good with like shaders and stuff. I'm not one of them, but it's just like too many nodes and connections and trying to keep track of all that. My mind just it can't handle that too well. So it's easy for me to get lost and forget how the whole system works and stuff. So it's like hard to teach somebody how to do it. And then if you can't get the end result to look just right, like one problem I have with the water is like part of it looks right, and then the other part, for some reason, the color is not transferring to it. It's just like it's almost like looks like oil and water, like where they don't mix. Is weird. I don't know. I'll figure it out one day. I'm thinking it might be easier to build it in low water in Blender and then export into Unity is what I'm thinking. Because I seen a video on it the other day, and if somebody creating in Blender, it just seemed like 100 times easier to do. But we'll see. I don't know if it'll transfer into Unity. Some stuff works in Blender. You know how they did it might not work. I'll have to see. You know, I'll test it eventually. And then I think I was supposed to do a door or there's so much stuff. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'll get around to some of it, but some of it I'm just not gonna be able to do. And then I really hate recording videos and stuff, but I do like teaching and sharing knowledge. So I'll try to get over that for y'all and try to do some more content. I just got my hand in so many cookie jars. It's, you know what I mean? I'm getting diabetes over here, so I've been failing y'all, and I'm sorry for that. Hopefully I can make up a little bit. Anyways, we got this pretty good. This is how we want. We got it parented. I don't need this reference anymore. I'm just going to get rid of this reference. I don't need the light or camera, really. So I'm going to get rid of these. I'm going to rename this to X. Okay. So I'm ready to export now. First, we're going to add textures. I mean, a new material to these. I'm going to name this axe head matte. And then let's do something like that. Just you don't have to. You could leave it how it was, but I like to. Let's go a little extra step for visual clarity. We'll name this axe handle. Okay. What I could do is even add the wedges in here. But I can do that in Substance and that's probably what I'm going to do. Just add it in Substance and it'll be good. Anyways, so we got that axe handle material. Or change the color to like a brown. Yeah, something like that. Just gives us so you could even use that for like a low poly. What I do if I was gonna use this just low poly, something like this. And there's different levels of low poly. This is like the lowest level of low poly. Like if you wanted to take this and do hand painted or something like that, it just up the low polyness and just be better. But some of the best games are little simple games though. You know, you just do what you can do. You know. Anyways, we're coming over here to shading tab. We got our little shading window. Since this is metal, so I'm gonna crank the metalness up, and then it kind of actually helps us see a problem. Let's see. I'm just right clicking and checking out different shading prep. So we need to clean this up right here, fix this before I export it. Let me see what's wrong with it. I think I just need to move this vertice. I'm trying to figure out which way. I think it's this one caused an issue. So I think if I come here and select these two and we scale them up on the y-axis. Yeah, fixed it. Okay. Alright. Here we go. It's not perfect, but you don't want perfect. So we got that metal turned up, and you adjust this roughness to like a used one probably be something like that. And then the wood, you select the wood, and maybe you just want to turn the roughness up. Something like that. You know, you got a little very base low poly, but we're gonna make this look way better in Substance. So I'm gonna come back here to layout, come down here, I'm gonna select select everything, I'm gonna go ahead and save, and I'm gonna come down here to export. I'm gonna go FBX, I'm gonna come up here, I got a preset for Unity, but I'm selected objects. You don't really have to do that. You do what you do, and you don't deviate from that. You know what I mean? You just find you a little workflow that works, and so Y's up in Unity, so we got that set up, and we got -Z forward, all local, scale set to 1, and then we're just gonna. I might need to do that, but I think I'm just gonna leave it right now and see how it is, because sometimes for some reason it'll be like in Unity it'll be like 100 scale instead of 1, but we'll fix that later if we need to. But okay, our X is good to go. We're done with Blender for now, so I'm just gonna minimize it, and then this wasn't intentional, but I did release a couple new models for download for free. I'll probably link this one. It's a desk. You know, it's you know, it's a little free desk. It is what it is. And then I think actually I'm not gonna click on that. I'll leave the link in the comment. It's not a big deal. Let's get this off my screen so I can remember what I'm doing. Too much stuff going on, you know what I mean? Oh shoot. Okay, yeah. This is not intentional at all. You know, this is what I was working on a second ago before I decided to make this video. But this is the free desk. Wasn't intending to do this, but let me fix this. Oh shit. I don't know what that was set to, don't matter. This is what I'm looking for. Just rotate that. You know, it's not perfect. It's just like a little desk, but the drawers and stuff can be removed. It's free. You can get it on itch. And anyways, so new. And I got mine set to Unity. If you have Substance is awesome. Makes texturing very easy. It's kind of like Photoshop. Owned by the same people, but it's better than Photoshop, if you ask me. Let's see. Okay, so we got Unity HD render pipeline metallic. That's what I have it set on. I'm gonna select the file and X. Where's the X? See, I've been going through some of my old stuff, and I'm trying to see what's usable, what I can make better, and actually release it to y'all for free and stuff. I'm just kind of doing the easier ones first, and some of them are not good, so we're not gonna release those at all. But anyways, so I found my FBX file, and I'm gonna open it in Substance, and I got it set to 2048 document resolution. OpenGL, yeah, whatever. I don't really care about that, and I'm just gonna leave everything else as is. Press OK. Save my last, and then we got the axe in here, and Alt's how you move around. That's left click, middle mouse button, right click does that. Anyways, let's go in here and find some metal. And all this, if you have Substance, which I recommend getting it, you can get it subscription based, which I don't recommend, but if you want to do that, that's fine too. And you'll constantly have the newest stuff, but I think it's like $400 on, if you can afford it. And always get it at the beginning of the year, so then you get the whole years of updates left before you don't get no more updates. But anyways, it's like $400, and you can just buy the software, and then you don't have to pay a monthly subscription, and you just use it until whenever you start having problems, and then you had to upgrade or whatever to a newer one. But it shouldn't last you a long time, and maybe never, as long as it don't start getting bugs and stuff. You know how that goes with software. But it's the better way of doing it through Steam, buying it through Steam. I think it was like part of the deal Substance made. They wanted, it had to be able to have stay on Steam, and for them to sell it to Adobe, I think, if I remember correctly. But you know, that could be hearsay. So I'm just gonna start throwing different materials on there and see what I think, what I jive with. You know what I mean? But you can get these. So once you download Substance, once you get Substance, or if you already have it, you can come over here to this right here, the Substance. Hold on, let me drag it to the screen. I have a million. I usually watch videos on my other monitor of like disturbing TikToks that made me nervous. That's one of them. But it's just like different conspiracy theories. So it was like in a sea of that. So I was trying to find it. It was on the other monitor. Okay, anyways, that's... So you come here and you can download textures and stuff like that for free. So you can have a good little library set up. So you can just, you know, save you a lot of time. But you can make your own and put them in here too, you know. That's not that bad, but getting closer. I know a lot of these don't work. I'm just curious how they all look on it. Just curiosity. It's experimentation, you know what I mean? It's important. Just because sometimes you accidentally do something good, you know, on accident. Like you can end up making something better, or if you can blend it in with it, or you know, maybe you just want one effect of it or of that material. Like you can do a lot with it in Substance. You could add mask and all kind of stuff. And blend materials and stuff like that. So, and hand paint on top of it, all kind of stuff you do in this program. Like see, look, you could have a little rusted, but you might want to come through here and select these faces or whatever and change the material or paint it. Come over here and let's see, I'll show you. Say like add a layer, or we could have used that layer, but I'm gonna delete the original layer because we ain't gonna use it. You can come over here and just for example, like you could paint an edge. I just went for this. You wouldn't want it necessarily this color, but you know what I mean. Just showing you what you could do, but I don't really want to use that. Dang it. Okay. Trying to find a better one to start with. We're not in Smart Materials, are we? Okay. Nope, that was Basic Materials. Now let's go to Smart Materials. Oh, okay. I see what's going on. You gotta bake it. I forgot you gotta bake it first for the Smart Materials to work. So I'm just gonna hit bake textures. Sometimes this can bite you in the butt if you don't have it properly UV'd or whatever. then you'll get like weird artifacts, but it looks like I did a good job on the UV, so, and it looks good. Now you'll see if I drag that same material to it, you'll actually see it. So if you don't see it in Substance, you just need to bake your textures like that. I think it'd be something like maybe like this one. Maybe. Needs a little love though. Yeah, that's like the artifacts I'm talking about. You can get sometimes with the bacon with certain materials, but if it's a bad bake, it'll be like every material. It'll show that artifact. Not sure why that one did, but it'd be alright. So I might even want to come in here in that model. You see how it's that hard triangle, and on this edge right here, I might want to scale it a bit more on the Y, so it'll stop that. But I ain't really worried about it right now. Something I get fixed after. Actually, no, I'll fix it right now. I'll show you what we're gonna do. We're gonna fix it real quick. In fact, I might want to make this a little thicker in here, right there, but it's really not that serious, you know what I mean? So I click on that, hit tab, select this 2 for the edge loops. Scale is S, Y, scale this up just a bit. I bet it's like something like that. Maybe even a little more. Yeah, a little more. S, Y. That's pretty good. And then let me focus on that. Nope. It's still doing that weird thing. Oh well. Anyways, saving it, and then we're going to come over here to all. Actually, I might want to add a modifier to this one, this handle. Subdivision with C. That might make it look way better. Yeah. I think I'm going to add that to it. Wonder if I need to add one to the. Don't think so. I don't think the head needed it. Okay. Now let's think. Let's think. Okay. Alright, that's good enough, really. And I'm gonna come over here, save. I'm gonna come over here to press A first for all things, and then export FBX, and then I'm gonna come back over here to Substance, and then we're going to re-import the mesh, and it should fix that problem, but I think we're gonna have to rebake. Return to paint mode. There we go. And then, yeah, that's better. That's a pretty good one. Like an old rusted axe. I need to fix that too. That could be dropped down some, so it's less of a hard edge like that. Or I could GG and slide it over maybe. That one's pretty good. The back is. Top looks pretty good. All right, let's see. Let's try a couple more metals. Let's make sure I got the right one. Oh, that's funky. Be like an old statue. And that's something else you should think about too, because like say you have an axe or something or a sword or whatever, and say you need to make a statue, you don't need to build a sword again, you just need to retexture it and then throw it on a model, and you could just use like your model, like a model you already have, like a character, and you could just reskin it, and you could throw like a bronze statue, like and then look, now you got a axe that you use with a bronze statue, you know what I mean? Or a sword or a person or whatever, and you could reuse your assets real easy and just make them look totally different by just retexturing them. And all you got to do, instead of having a new 3D model you add into your game, which adds like, it's way bigger in size like that than to just have the same model and then use a different texture. Instead of having a different model and a different texture, you know what I mean? So it makes it more efficient like that. Okay, so I think which one was it? Was it? No, I don't think it was that one. I think it was this one. Was the best looking one? Nope, not that one. I don't remember which one it was that I liked the best. Let's see, not that one. It's like a rusted one, I thought. Might have been this one. That one's good enough. Okay, that's good enough for a starter. Let's see, I need to define this blade edge. I'm trying to think, maybe if I do new layer, and then let's add a mask. I think it's a black mask, I think is what I'm looking for. I don't know, we'll see. And then I think if I take this and I put it here, oh, smart material. Okay, I had to come over here to my materials. Maybe something like this. Let's see. I think if I drag it on here, I think I messed up. That's what I did. Okay, so I'm gonna just drag this on here, and then I'm gonna add a mask. I think it's a black mask, and then like that, you know what I mean? But I want to be more accurate, so maybe like a pen tool. That's how easy it is in Substance, you know what I mean? I think there's a way to make it do this on both sides easily. I just don't know. Trying to see if there's a easy way of doing this. I think there is. Okay, let's mirror on the Y. Nope. Okay. Z. Okay, it's a Z axis. All right. Yep. Not sure what that red means though. I don't think that's the issue, but I don't know. I think that's just a mirror. Okay. But anyways, and you could just keep on shaping that up, but I think that looks okay for now. And I think the back would have it too. Oh, that's the mirror. Okay, I see. It's mirrored down this. Okay. Oh, no. I need to create a different one. So I need to do this again. And then add a black mask. And then come over here. Let's see if we can. It's not exactly what I want though, so I gotta figure out how I'm gonna do this. Maybe something like that. I almost feel like I need to come up here a bit though too. Maybe like he. Oh, shoot. I think if I shift click that, maybe it'll let me. Nope. Okay. Control click it. No. Guess I can't do that. If I hit enter. Okay. I don't know what I'm doing, man. I ain't never really used this tool, so I'm trying to figure out how I can. I think I could just mirror this to the top. And let me see. I don't remember. Would that be the Y? No. What axis is this? No. Dang, dude. So let me just turn off the. Man, this has so many settings. I don't even know what all this does. Huh. Can't get it to do what I want, but. Let's not do all that. There's gotta be a way to decouple from the path. Just don't know what button to press. That's annoying. Anyways, That's not what I want it to look like, so let's see. Don't really need to be that far. Alright. I guess it is on top. Yeah. Okay. I guess I don't even need these, so I'm gonna delete them. I'm just gonna pull that over. Well, it was until it started acting crazy. Oh, what the heck? How did I do that? I wonder why I was acting so weird. I think we're good. You can see the seam though, kind of, but it's not perfect. We might blend some more metals on top of this to. I kind of want to edit this one too. This one's kind of bothering me. Just like everything else, it's just a process. You just want to keep on working on it until you get it, till you're somewhat happy with it. See, this needs to curve more. Take that and do a little more curvy. Okay, it's not working for some reason. There it goes. Not sure if that's what I wanted, but looks okay. Alright, let's work on this handle. Expand this out so I can select it. Okay, let's go wood. Hold Alt, middle mouse cursor to drag in the frame. And I know some of these ain't gonna work, but I'm just gonna throw them on there, see what happens. Nah, too dark. You don't have to worry about the grain orientation right now. We're gonna fix that. I'll show you how to fix it real quick. So you have that selected, come down here. Right here, this section, and rotation, and you can orientate the grain. And this is like on an axe. You don't want it like this. This is a bad axe handle. It'll break. It'll snap in half real easy. You want it, the grain, to align with the handle like this. So straighter it aligns with the force, it'll distribute the energy throughout the handle properly. And if it was like this, the handle would just snap in half. So easy. Alright, let's see. Anyways, that's a maybe for that one. That one's kind of aggressive though. You just never know. Some of these materials, this is not what I want at all, but I like to experiment. I forgot what I was gonna say. Dang, my bad. Okay, so let's go to Smart Materials. Let's see what we got. That looks pretty good, actually. See, I might want to thicken this handle. It seems kind of thin. Might want to widen this up in here. It looks a little flat. Still looks decent though. For a game, it'll be alright. Yeah, it's not the end of the world, but I think I will do that because it is rather thin. For now, it'll work. I kind of like this one, but I'm gonna try a couple more just to make sure. See, this one's pretty good too. That might be what I go for. Yeah. But let's keep on looking. Let's see what else. Let's see what else we got. Nope. That's too dark. Okay. Wrong one. So what I get for, where was it? I don't think I saw that one. Let's see. Rotten wood. Let's see what. Nope. Where was it? It's so hard to scroll on this thing. It skips some material sometimes. I think it was that one. That one or this one. Which one we think? This one looks more like a handle to me. I just like the darker color of the other one, but let's see. I could come over here to the base wood and darken this color up a bit. Yeah, that's good. Alright. Dang it. Okay, so now I'm going to go to the mask. I'm just going to experiment here. I knew I wouldn't want that. I'll throw on stuff I even know will look bad just to see what it does. Because some objects, things react differently, so sometimes you find stuff that surprises you. Switch back to that. So we might want to add that on there, but we'll see. Yes, something more like a rust one maybe. That one's pretty good. I think we're gonna stick with this one real quick, and we'll come back here to materials, and we're gonna hit rust. We're gonna find our rust. Okay, let's try this one. And you want to drop it on the material aspect, let it update, and there we go. It looks okay. Looks pretty decent. I mean, it's kind of rough. Let's see what some of these other ones look like this one. It's a little better, but it's kind of bad. Let's try a different one. Maybe this one. Maybe that one, because it's a little subtle. kind of like that one though. Oh, I got more though. Yeah, I like testing that one out sometimes, see what happens. It's oftentimes wrong, but works sometimes. That one looks okay. This kind of looks like dirt to me, so I might want to I don't think it will let me, will it? Dang, it doesn't let you change the color. That sucks. So be alright. There's other ways of doing that. Okay, so it don't let me change the color, but if I wanted to change the color, I could do like a I think a fill layer maybe. What a mask maybe. I don't know. I know how to do it. I don't. I'll have to tell. Oh, fill layer. Okay, fill layer, and then you could change it like. Just trying to figure out how to mask it properly. Let's see. Not that color though. Let's see. It's more like a brown, reddish color. I don't know if I'll be able to find the color I'm thinking. Anyways, let's just see. Add a mask. Let's see, is it, what kind of mask is it? And then maybe do this as overlay. I can't tell if it's working or not. Maybe remove mask. Yeah, okay. So I can't think of how I would do this. Is it a white mask? Nope. I've done it before. Just can't remember how to do it. And it might be. Let's see if I bring this up, what happens. Not quite. It'll be alright. It's not the end of the world. Maybe if I select the mask, what can I do? Nothing. Okay. It's okay. Oh, I know another way to do it. Maybe I could change the filter type. Yeah, it looks a little better. Okay, now let's go back to the mask, see what else we can find. Cavity rust maybe? Let's see. Yeah. And then we'll come back here to rust. I think I liked this iron rust the best. Throw that on there. And then change this to hard light. Maybe not. Let's see. What else is there? Just experiment and see what looks best. It's looking too dark, so we might want to just leave it normal maybe. Yeah, I think I might just try normal. Yeah, that'd be alright. It's kind of intense though, so maybe I want to Let's have a subtle. I could experiment with this too. I kind of like it all the way up though. Alright. I think the head's pretty good, the axe head. Maybe we want to add like some dirt. If we find a good dirt one. So I'm going to throw this on and see what. Okay, that's what I thought. Ooh, that's what I was thinking of. We'll see. With this rust real quick. I don't know, that kind of. So maybe we'll turn the. Not subtract. We're on to something though. It's kind of too much though. Let's see. That's even worse. Maybe if we turn it down though. Let's experiment. Let's go here. And then. Oh, it still affects it like that, huh? Okay. So that's not an option. Maybe we'll try it like this. See if that. I don't know. It's kind of too much. It's not that bad though. I don't know. I'm kind of torn on it. It's like too predictive. So I wonder if I could. Oh, that didn't do nothing. I don't have much settings though to adjust it. Maybe here. Doesn't seem to do much after the fact, you know what I mean? Doesn't look like it's doing anything. Let's see. Oh, what's all this stuff? Okay. Interesting. We'll figure it out eventually. Yeah, maybe it's that one. Okay. Yeah, so we get it subtly, or slightly, I mean. That'll be alright. I can live with that. It's not the end of the world. Okay, let's go back to the mask. Let's try to find a dust one to throw over it. That'll be fine. Okay. Now let's find dirt. Or ground. Let's go. You could easily turn that into blood. Or whatever, you know. If you had blood, you could. I don't have a blood material. That's weird. that Adobe, they're so PG, man. You gotta make your own, or find one off a website or something. Download a texture. It's easy to make with AI too, so it's not a big deal. Alright, so we got that done. Let's think. This is kind of the wrong orientation. Looking at it, I might have to rotate that in Blender real quick. I don't think nobody would notice it if you left it though, because this is the right orientation, so I'll probably just leave it. Always fix it later. It's not a serious thing. So I think we're pretty good on the, I think we're done with the axe head. I'm happy enough with it. And then let's edit this handle. We'll come over here, and wood doesn't rust, so that's not what I want. We'll see dirt cavities maybe. Let's see what that looks like. I don't know. Maybe. We'll see what it looks like real quick. Ground. Okay. That's not too bad. Let's try some of these other grounds. Nah. Maybe, because it kind of makes it look like, but it'd be more dirtier. So that one's not too bad. Gotta watch out for some of these because you'll get grass in them and stuff, and some of these ground textures. I really just need to create my own, which I might do later. Then I'm thinking about it, because I'm kind of lacking on some dirt or dust and stuff like that. And I just need more textures. That one's decent. It's not, because when you look at it from afar, it probably looks right. We just need to go back to the mask and find some more. Let's see. It's too heavy. Texture's already kind of dirty, so I don't need to add too much to it, but just some slight variation into it. Need something like that. Alright, we'll give that a go. Type in ground again. It froze. Hold on. There we go. It's a little too subtle. I might need to add one more. There's probably a way I could make it bigger, huh? Nah. Didn't work too well. Alright, let's go to the mask again, and we'll try to find another one. It's too big. It seems too much too. I'll find it. I know what I'm looking for. I just don't know what I'm looking for, you know what I mean? I have a general idea. I just don't know which one gives me the effect I want. Sorta. Just want a little thicker, but not too thick. Yeah, I think this kind of looks repetitive, but we'll see. We'll see. It might be a winner chicken dinner. We'll see. Okay. It's decent. It's not perfect, but I think we call that done pretty much. We can give it a look in the great outdoors, you know what I mean? Oh yeah, we got to do the top. So we're not almost done. Looks decent, I think, for a free asset. Can't complain about that, huh? I guess you could. I guess you could, though. You always can, but they never do. I never got a comment on none of the models I gave away free or anything, so I have no clue if anybody found anything wrong with them. They never say. So as long as they don't complain, I guess it's good. All right, let's finish this off. This top. And we're going to see if they got what we need. I think it'd be an alphas. If I had to reckon where it'd be here. The wedge is kind of similar to that. Like if it didn't have this other half, it's kind of like that. Kind of. Man, so sensitive. I wish they would fix this. Adobe would. It's just like too sensitive in the large mode where it just skips over the stuff it don't properly scroll. In my opinion, it's like way too sensitive. I probably can adjust it somehow. I think I already have, but it's still not good enough. I wonder if I need to make one. I probably do, but yeah, that's it, kinda. So we might use that one. Use that and throw a material on it. Oh, we could add some of this stuff to the handle. And I think we might. We'll see. That's almost like a wedge if it didn't have those lines in it. It's similar enough. I could really use that probably. Guess I need to create a add layer. I might want to get rid of this mirror modifier real quick. Alright. And then okay. Let's find the material. Exit out of that and let's go metal. Let's see. They're so small it's hard to tell. maybe something like this one. And then I'm gonna have to. Did it do anything? It did. Okay. So we need to shrink this down somehow. Why is it a circle? There we go. Then we gotta rotate it. It's something like that, but it needs to be more of an angle. Okay, kinda, but the other way. So like, it'd be something like that, but not in that position. It'd be more like here, and let me see if that's something like that. That's probably what it'd be. That material's just too rusted for it to show up properly, in my opinion. Oh, here we go. Got a preview. It needs to be slightly rusty. I'm trying to find the right one. See, that's too much. Like this one might work. Nope. That's too rusty though. So maybe the first one was the right one to go with. Let's try this one. Heck no. Yeah. So we need to go with this one. Or make one, yeah. This one looks pretty good though. That's pretty good. But I think we'll do the first one here. And I'm going to slightly rotate it so it's a little off for the second one. Let's go, too much. Do a little more angle on it. I bet that's the same angle. Okay. Maybe let's do 31. Yeah, that looks a little more natural. But I kind of want to go maybe like 122. I want to go the opposite way, I think. Yeah, something like that. Just kind of bring it to life more. Okay, that's done, I think. Unless we want to add some more stuff to this handle, like around this area, like where they grab it. Maybe there's a handprint. Oh look, bullet hole. Don't make sense here, but if you wanted, where'd it go? I lost it. I was gonna show you. Oh, that's not a bullet hole. But you could use that as a bullet hole if you dropped it on there, probably. Not quite. We're gonna try to find a handprint. Oh, see, have your girlfriend kiss your axe. That's That's normal, right? I pressed R to get a scale. See, that might be kind of cool. Have your girlfriend kiss your axe before you go. Y'all should start doing that, yo. Start kissing your boyfriend's axes. It's too late for me to be talking in it to myself, saying some dumb stuff. Here we go. Let's see if we can find. Maybe like this one. Okay. It's kind of orientated the wrong way though. Let me think. Should be a way to flip it. Yeah, we want it. See, probably be something like that. And then see, we want to project this. Yeah, we'll leave it on warp for now. I think warp's working. Yeah, kinda. But I might need to do like a cube projection maybe. What's going on with that? Maybe if I scale that down. Can I? Where'd it go? No. Okay, I'm just gonna unz that. I didn't like the way that was going. Nope, definitely not that. Maybe a cylinder, maybe. Let's try this though. Okay, that's not what I thought it was. That's what it was. So maybe if we go deeper. Yeah, okay. Now let's rotate it like this. Nope, not like that. Don't do that. There's got to be a way to flip this easy. Yep. There was. I gotta find the right projection. Maybe not repeat. Let's go. Whoa, that's not it either. That's unfortunate. I'll figure it out. I guess it is a warp. I still don't know why it ain't working good. Maybe a scale. I don't think this is going to work how I was thinking it was going to. So I might not want to do it. I mean, if I scale it up just a bit more. And then can't get it. Can't get it how I want it. Oh, here we go. Kinda. I don't know. I think I'm gonna change my mind on this because I can't figure it out. Yeah, it's not working how I was thinking it would have worked, but that's alright. We'll just find. Maybe I could do fingerprints. Maybe. We'll see. Or just put like a dirt smudge where it'd be. Maybe. You'd probably handle it maybe somewhere in there. And then let's do dirt, grass or ground. Throw this on there and see what it looks like. Yeah, it's got grass and stuff, so not that one. You can get away with it on smaller areas because it might not show through. I'm sorry. I need a drink of water or something. I think that's the same one. Maybe I'd do sand. And just maybe change the color of it. Let's try this. Yeah, let's do that. Well, let me change the color. Yeah, I will. Alright. Yeah, something like that. This kind of tells a story of that's where they hold it. We might want some more dirt splotches like that, but yeah. Maybe put a different one on this or duplicate it maybe. I don't know. We'll see. I think I'll just do a... Where was I? I thought I was on alphas. There it is. Maybe. Where's the fingerprints at? We could try it again. Try something like this. Right. And then let's go. It'd be something like that. Correlation with the dirt, and then we'd have to I need to look at this other side. Nope. And then let's throw the dirt on this. We used sand, didn't we? Okay. So I'm gonna come over here and we're gonna copy this. Paste effect. Like that. And then we're gonna fade this out. Or right here, I mean. Something like that. I don't know if I like it though. Maybe if we why can't I move it after the fact? That's what, I need to learn this tool better. This don't seem like a good maybe it's here. No. Yeah, it'd be fun. What's this smudge though? Doesn't seem to do nothing. Oh well. Nope. Okay. That's fine though. It's not the end of the world. kind of tells a story. Maybe I'd want some more dirt up here, because your other hand would be right here and slide down to about there. Excuse me, sorry. Maybe I'll just throw a grunge on it. Let's see what happens. Actually, let's experiment. Let's throw this on there, see what it does. Okay, interesting. Just experimenting. Let's see. Hey, that might have worked for the wedge too. Or this. I'm just curious what this stuff does. America. So I might add another detail to this axe, actually. I might keep on going. I'm getting ideas. Let's see what happens. Mask. Kinda. If we do... Interesting. See, that almost would have worked, and I could just erase one, but this would have worked too, probably. For the wedge, or that. I kind of want to experiment. Oh, what happened? I'm missing a wedge. Look at that. Jeez, Louise. How'd I end up erasing that? Dang. Let's think. Axe handle. Dirt smudge. So it's this layer. And... man, I'm gonna have to redo it. Okay. I could use that weld maybe for something. Let me think. I could run it down like that end. It'd be fine. See, I might have like a wedge on here or something that'll work. Okay. Rusty metal, that'll work. And then where's the alpha? Right there. I could go like this. Nope, can't do that. Gotcha. But I can go. So I need to add the alpha. I don't remember what I used or where it was. I think it was that. Okay, yep. There we go. That was an easy fix. Okay, let me save this. That's what I need to do. Models, axe. Old axe. Okay. And I think I just need to do the same thing, whatever I did there. Or there's a couple options I could do. think that needs that maybe. Let's see. That's hand hammered, but I'd have to make it scale bigger. I don't know if that added or takes away. Let's find out. Let's try that. That'll work, maybe. I don't know. Kind of feel like it needs something, but I'm not sure what it needs. Maybe something like that. Add some shine into it. And then let's see if we can find something for the handle, maybe. I'm just curious, seeing what all this does. I don't know, did we like that? It looks better than that rust, huh? It's too much, though. See, like, all this stuff's pretty cool. Like, you'd, like, if it's raining, you add, like, a little water effect. Or if it's sitting in water. Let's see. That's kind of neat. Not for this, but did that do anything? Not really. Posterize that? Yeah, I think so. That's kind of the dirty effect I was looking for. Down here we could I don't know. Maybe. I'm thinking about it. We'll try it. We'll throw it on this too. And see, is it a good option or a bad option? Let's zoom out. Do we agree with this or disagree? I'm gonna go back. Wait, did it go back? Oh, it did. Oops. Make sure I don't. Okay. Now let's see. Let's see what it does. Okay, got it. Let's see what it does to this. I kind of like it for the head. I don't know if I like it for that though. For the handle. I don't know what some of this stuff does. It's fun to experiment though sometimes. Okay. Dust splatter, let's see. Oh, that's too heavy. That's crazy. Drop shadow? Yeah, let's try that. I didn't notice anything. So, color correct? Nope. Color balance. If it don't do nothing, I'm just, or if I can't tell difference, then I just backspace. I mean, Control Z. So there's not much I can use here. Oh, it froze. Okay, let's see. What's this? Nope. Let's see what bevel does. Heck no. Okay, so those ain't that useful. Let's see if we can find one of these that's useful. Maybe it might work. It's a bit much though. It's kind of heavy, but let's try it because I'm kind of tired of going back and forth. Where is it? You're not gonna scroll up? Come on now. I better make sure that, okay. I think it was this one. Yeah. I think we can roll with that. Oh, maybe not. What's up with that? That's too heavy. Let me switch it to overlay. I think that added something pretty decent, I guess. Yeah. Maybe I need to turn it up a bit. Let's see. Is that too heavy up there? Yeah. I could also add the mask. Let's see. Can I erase it maybe? No. I could add another mask though to it. Add a white mask. Oh, no. Black mask. I don't know. I don't think it's that one either. I think I broke it. Yeah, something ain't right with it. I don't know what I did to it. It just ain't right. So I'm gonna delete it. I'm gonna do it over again. I don't remember what I did, but was it that one? Yeah, we'll find a different one. Nope. Yeah, that's pretty good. That'll work. And then type in ground. Turn that to overlay. And then turn it down just a bit. Oh, shoot now. Okay, so maybe like that, and then It's too aggressive, dude. Maybe see if I can find something that suits it, but it's a little too aggressive, I think. Switch it to overlay. We'll switch this to sand, I think, and then we'll just change the color down a little darker. I'll rob this color. I think this will work. It's a little aggressive right there. I know there's a way to get rid of it. I think I gotta add a mask though. Yeah. That's not the one. Not quite sure. Maybe a new layer, a new fill layer. And let's just make this a maybe a white mask. Nah, I don't know. I don't know how I'd fix that. Maybe I can turn down the mask. Might be the way to do it. Nah, I don't think that's it. Could just be the lighting too. Okay, let's go back to this. Yeah, that'll work. Because I bet if we go into the iRay mode, it looks decent. I think that's good enough to give away for free. Alright, I guess this video is done then, you know, after I export the textures, put in Blender, you know what I mean? It's a long ass video, I'm sorry for going on about it, but it looks decent results at the end, you know what I mean? Let's check this top out. Let's check these wedges, see how they look. It looks alright. It's not perfect, but it's free. File, save. And come over here. I'm going to switch it back to paint mode. And then come over here, export textures. Select your folder. Okay, I'm actually going to, I will in a second actually. No, I need to do it now, dang. Okay, so desk, models, where's X? Right there. Materials, yeah, get rid of this. Alright, so that's clear, and then that's the folder I wanted in. Unity HT render pipeline. Yes, that's what I want. I'm gonna export these textures, and then when I come back here, there they are. Now all I gotta do is go back here, save, exit, come to Blender. I'm gonna go ahead and save it, and then I need to get something to eat. Stomach's growling. Let's see. Shading tab. I'm gonna select the head first. Bring this over here. I'm gonna Shift A, search, find normal map, bring it here, attach it there. Go to your files, find the head base, and then the normal. Minimize that. Take the base map, run into the base color and alpha. Oops. Okay. And then take the normal, run it through there. That material's almost done. Yeah, metallic, okay. And we want to rough this up a bit. Maybe something. Something like there is fine. Grab the wood. It's gonna change in Unity anyways, you know what I mean? And then I'm gonna come over here to the wood and the normal. Go ahead and set this up. And the alpha. Drag this up, drag this over, Shift A, search, normal map, color, normal. There we go. And then we'll go back to layout mode. And then there it is. You got it back in Blender, and we'll export it, and the textures will transfer over to Unity. And that's pretty much it, man. Y'all have a good one. If I can find the OBS to close it, man. I barely use it, so there it is. Alright, y'all have a good one, man. Thanks for watching. Later.